Hey, have you ever gazed at the sky, wondering about the stars and the mysterious objects of outer space? Those thoughts are pretty common, but have you guys ever thought about an extraterrestrial explosion? If not, you're in the right place. Welcome to this video. To begin with, we need to travel back 117 years to the year 1908. Deep within the Yenisei Governorate, a remote Siberian land under the rule of the Russian Empire, an extraordinary event was about to unfold. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, at approximately 7:17 a.m. local time, a tremendous explosion occurred over the remote land of central Siberia near the Podkamennaya Tunguska River. The scale of the event was beyond imagination. The blast flattened over 2,100 square kilometers of forest, toppling a great deal of trees in the area. Eyewitnesses described a bright fireball streaking across the sky, followed by a shockwave so powerful that it knocked people off their feet and shattered windows hundreds of kilometers away. Such was the effect of the explosion that it could be felt not only in Russia. Seismic waves were recorded at stations across Europe and Asia, alongside airwaves recorded in places like Germany, the United Kingdom, and even in Washington, D.C. Glowing night skies were seen in places across Eurasia. However, above all of the aforementioned, perhaps it was accounts from witnesses that fueled speculation and captured public attention. One witness gave the testimony after the incident, and this is a part of his testimony. The split in the sky grew larger, and the entire northern side was covered with fire. At that moment, I became so hot that I couldn't bear it, as if my shirt was on fire. From the northern side, where the fire was, came strong heat. I wanted to tear off my shirt and throw it down, but then the sky shut closed and a strong thump sounded and I was thrown a few meters. I lost my senses for a moment, but then my wife ran out and led me to the house. After that, such noise came, as if rocks were falling or cannons were firing. The earth shook, and when I was on the ground, I pressed my head down, fearing rocks would smash it. Despite the astonishing impact of the explosion, it was not until the 1920s that the first scientific investigators made attempts to shed light on this mysterious event. In 1921, the Russian mineralogist Leonid Kulik led an investigation into the Podkamennaya Tunguska River basin. However, Kulik's team didn't come to the site of the explosion. 6 years later, in 1927, he led a second investigation to Siberia. With the guidance of locals, they found a bizarre scene. There was no crater. Instead, they found a zone where the trees were scorched, uprooted and devoid of branches. Such findings could easily spark confusion among any observers. In spite of the bizarreness of the site, Kulik's expedition has provided material for us to speculate about what really happened. So, what really transpired that morning? One of the most prevalent explanations for the explosion is a meteor airburst by an asteroid. The asteroid is thought to have exploded at an altitude of 5 to 10 kilometers. Others reckon that it was a comet. Multiple explanations have been made in favor of an airburst. However, the lack of physical evidence made it difficult to thoroughly prove this theory. Although some linked the incident to other culprits, like a scientific experiment by Nikola Tesla, or the explosion of millions of tons of natural gas from within the Earth's crust, all just seem to fail to provide a valid explanation. In 2013, a similar event to Tunguska occurred, this time also in Russian territory. A meteor exploded in an airburst at a height of about 30 kilometers over Chelyabinsk, an area situated in the Ural Mountains region. After all, such events gave us a throwback to the unresolved mystery over a century ago. What's your take on the Tunguska event? Let me know in the comment section. Now it's time to say goodbye.